Hello there, friends. Welcome to another day. I'm a little bit early today. Welcome to another day of Voyage, our voyage. What is a voyage but life, right? All that is living is movement, is in motion. So, a voyage is our ability to know that we are fully alive and vibrating at the frequency of, well, vibrating at the frequency of whatever you choose. So if you choose to be in the frequency of your soul identity, of your soul sequence harmonic, then that you are. And if you choose to be in the frequency of something else, then that you are too. So this is why it's very important, because we have free will in this dimension, in this reality, in this play out, in this timeline. We still have free will. It may come as a surprise, but free will is only available in evolving civilizations, because once the beings that are in the evolutionary cycle have evolved to a point of wisdom, of enough intelligence to navigate in service to the whole, or in returning to unity, or in returning to interconnectedness awareness, then free will doesn't apply. So it's like when we come full circle, we have to learn that we have free will. We have to act as if we have free will. We have to make choices from a gifting space of free will humans on planet Earth. And then eventually, when we are an evolved race, when we are an evolved culture on this planet, then we actually don't need free will, because the whole purpose of free will is so that you could choose. And you can only learn through experience. You can only remember the fullness of your being through experience. So while you are incarnate, if you can't remember, if you are a starseed and you can't quite remember, if you're an envoy and you can't quite remember, then you're gonna create potentials to shake yourself up and wake up. And if you are earth-based human being that has dedicated many thousands of years to this planet, or indeed you are an earth keeper, a keeper of ancient knowledge that has chosen to stay, and a little bit being on the wheel of recycle, incarnating over and over, then I've lost track, but all of us are in the process of remembering our belonging, our possibility to be what we came to be. And so once we evolve enough, once we are aware enough, this is what I was talking about, once we're aware enough, free will doesn't apply, because now you're aware enough and you don't need to create the lessons, or to create the initiations, or to create the imbalance to bring yourself back to balance. Do you see what I'm saying? The more you are able to make choices from your higher intelligent self, from your, call it your higher self, your future self, you could call it your divine essence, whatever it is that you call it. Once you are, it's kind of like a technology. Once you are operating from that intelligence, from the rightful way of using will, you see, it's about will. Once we've learned to use will in the rightful way, then we no longer need free will. And it sounds like a paradox, and it kind of is, because you need to learn about free will. We need to experience free will by creating contrast. And then when we are at that point of merging polarities, although we're still living in this fragmenting opposites timeline on planet Earth, but we ourselves, within the totality of our being, when we're able to merge our own polarity. I hope this is not confusing you. Once we're able to merge our own polarities, when we're not swinging the pendulum so much, when we're not imposing a thought form or a dogma or a way of being that is learned rather than experienced from within, then slowly but absolutely we are able to choose from the place of higher will intelligence. And that is the moment that free will becomes rightful way of will. I'll let you think about that a little bit, because it's quite a big morsel. So what that means is that once we are aware, we no longer have to create situations that will put us back on track. We can let go of the training wheels that is free will, and now we're operating from the interconnectedness or the unity mind. And the unity mind doesn't have free will, not because it's not free, but because it's now unbound by ignorance. In ancient India, there are many mantras that have been sung and held in the field of consciousness as a frequency for the ones that would come after and pick up the resonance by singing. And they're all about that. In Tibet too, the ancient Tibet languages are all about the I don't know what the right word is, but like the annihilation of ignorance, meaning once we've grown enough to see that my choice influences your choices, and my ability to be is influenced by your choices, then life changes. And yeah, that's the point of being superhuman. And we're getting there. So I hope that fits in with your higher mind understanding that once we're still individuals, we're still choosing what is working for our own skills, ability, gifting to be in service. It's all about service. It becomes service rather than self-realization. So first comes self-realized being or self-realized human, and then after that is realizing that there is no self. Ramana Maharshi, he left beautiful teachings, although he refused to write books or to even have people write books for him. That was mainly his teaching. He was a ancient. Actually, he wasn't that ancient. He was here in our lifetime. India. What's it called? Arunachala. He lived by the Arunachala mountain, southern India. Ramana Maharshi. So once we are aware enough that we are limitless, the self no longer matters. Free will no longer is required because now we're in the rightful use of will, which is in service to the totality, in service of unity consciousness. So I'll stop talking now because we're almost there in the time of meeting in the field. And thank you, all of you that have been part of it. We are almost at the end of this particular voyage. We start again. Whoever wants to join, please get in touch. But we've been holding this since September 22nd for 90 days until the solstice. Time to meet. So join me in the field. Thank you for being here. Thank you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being. Thank you for your commitment to planet Earth at this time. And I send you love and joy from Egypt. And I will see you all tomorrow.